I'm at home. Uh, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Shori. I am technically known as the digital nomad reject. So nothing ever goes right here, okay? I'm going vertical this time because I couldn't work out how to switch it to horizontal. I'll try and look at the camera as well, that'll help, won't it? Anyway, I live in Kampot, Cambodia. I'm an Aussie. And for the moment, this is where I am. It's a bit of a noisy day here today. I think we've got a funeral coming. I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. to the blasting of the microphone. So I'm expecting the next couple of days to be a bit loud here. Not first time, it's all right. I was just on Koh Rong Island for a couple of days. Went over there for my birthday. Had a few crazy nights. Had a bit of a ride around the island. Did a little live with my mate Herc in the middle of nowhere, actually. I just kind of forgot about saying I was going to do a live show there and a live chat. And a few people come up and said in the commentary that they couldn't talk to us. Oh, sorry, just out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't have my glasses, so I couldn't have read them anyway. Herc's phone didn't pick up any reception out there. I was surprised mine did. Yeah, so sorry, couldn't chat to you. Didn't seem to have a lot of questions anyway. More about what we were doing. So yeah, it's a little bit noisy here today. I've got a child screaming over in the background somewhere. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's my neighbour, my landlord, my friend next door is a school teacher, so he has Sundays off. They usually do something around the house, I suppose, around here. But I think his wife's working today. She just came home for lunch, so it just creates a bit more noise. A couple of kids, running around. It's all good. What I'm going to do while you just at that, I'm going to see if I can bring this up on my. How do I see it? This is the bit I never get right. View my channel. Does that help? My channel. It says I'm live now. There I am. Who's come to say hello? Oh, the usual suspects. G'day, Paul. How are you, mate? Andrew, thanks, mate. I did have a great birthday, by the way. Thank you. It was good. Good to get away from the Kampot for a little bit. Get a bit stale here sometimes. I do like the island. It was supposed to be a little reconnaissance trip, actually, to see if I could find a place to live over there with at a reasonable price. I didn't do any of that. Drank way too much. And Eric's not very mobile. He can't walk around very far. So it's not like normally when I'm there, I sort of bar hop a fair bit and go from bar to bar. But yeah, this time was more walk ourselves down and have some beers. So we sat up at the Sky Bar where I've done live shows from before, and yeah, basically just drank. It was pretty good. What else happened? Yeah, so when we got the boat back, we got on the big boat, big catamaran thing, air conditioned, and it was lovely. Nice boat ride back. Same for the train ride back, oddly enough. So the train ride there and the boat there was pretty awful, very substandard compared to what I've been on before. And then coming back, I got the royal treatment, if you like. Train was good, boat was good. Yeah, we got back. What did I do? I went out last night with my new girlfriend. I don't like using those words yet. It's in its infancy, and Yeah, I'm not sure how well it's going, but anyway, we went out last night, had a great dinner. It was. If I had some photos to show, I've got some video. I'm going to put up next. I'll put another video out about what I've been doing the last month as well, I suppose. But it was like one of those Korean barbecue thingies, where they bring you all the raw stuff and you cook it yourself. So I looked at it. There would have been I reckon an easy 70 to 80 tables of people there, all full. Kids running around, basically young kids that have got jobs as waiters, if you like. And that's all they do, is run these plates around. So they don't have to cook anything. There's no chefs there. They've got to plate up and make it look pretty, I suppose. But yeah, it was more like it was more like yeah, it's more like, yeah. I had to do all the work. Well, actually, my girlfriend did. See, I'm using that word again. Yeah, she hadn't been there before. It's a new place, actually. It hasn't been open very long, but it's all open air, right on the riverfront. Good idea. They've built like a grandstand sort of effect, so you can be on the ground, on the grass, or you can go up these stairs like a grandstand and sit on tables and chairs up there looking down upon everybody, which a lot of people seem to want to do, and we found a table up there, and that's because that's where she wanted to sit. And it was very hard to get their attention to place an order even. We started ordering beers the moment we got there. It wasn't until we were finished dinner and ready to leave kind of thing that the beers arrived. So hey, I'm not giving them a hard time. They were busy. I don't think they expected to be that busy, even though it was Valentine's Day. So yeah, service was non-existent, to be honest. But in the end, it was. She ordered like a mixed platter, and it had 2 prawns, an octopus, some vegetables, some sort of meat. It was buffalo, I'm pretty sure, and a couple of bits of like kidney or it was kidney. Some big bits of kidney there that were cooking up. Not my style, really, but hey, sat there with a beautiful girl and got hand fed, basically. I didn't mind it. It was all right. And then we went out and played pool. She likes playing pool. I like playing pool. Got a weird rule here, but you guys are from Australia. You know how you miss or you hit someone else's ball or something like that and you get 2 shots? No such thing as 2 shots here. It's you get 1 shot, but you get to put the ball wherever you like on the table. Anyway, shoot backwards. There's none of that. If you sink the white ball and you've got to come back to the and you can't shoot backwards. Normal rules, Australia. Nope, shoot wherever you like, and you put the ball wherever you like for that 1 shot. Barely 1 shot. I'm getting used to it. I didn't like it at first. Now this is a stupid rule, but yeah. See, I've got a few other people dropping in to say good day. I'll just get them out and say good day again. Won't be long. Paul, I do look hungover, don't I, mate? Yes, I know. I've been trying to keep away from the beard thing. I've been trying to shave and stuff. But I can't buy razor blades here. Weird. I know. Every time I buy a disposable razor blade, they're not good. They hurt. They bleed. And all that sort of stuff. But I had an electric razor, lost the cord. Left it somewhere, plugged in, can't find it. I don't know where it's gone. Andrew, I don't look a day older than I did last week. Thanks, mate. Thanks. I do feel older. Ben Boy, thank you, mate. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Dave the Dasher, hey, mate, happy birthday. Thank you. They're absolutely crazy, real same in Thailand. Yeah, see, I spent a year in Thailand, mate. I don't remember playing pool there. I must have, but I don't remember, and I certainly don't remember that rule. It was only when I got here when I realised what they were doing. I'm going, ooh, I don't know if I want to play that rule. So, anyway. Up there, 79, 77. Hey, mate, I like it when you show some sights while chatting. Cheers. Yeah, mate. The one we did a couple of days ago on the riverfront, sort of on the creek, if you like, when we had a feed of locha. Good too. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, show you a few things. There's nothing to show you really here, mate. The moment I walk out of here, I lose internet. So, and I don't really know what to sort of show you here, but it's so my neighbour and landlord lives in that one there. This one here is currently empty, and there's 1, 2, 3 more bungalows, they call it here. This guy only rents this because he can put his motorbikes there. He's not even living in there. Yeah, I don't. And the in-laws, the parents of the wife here, they live up in this house up in here, and underneath the house as well. Mostly like what would I call it? Hammocks and places to lay down and things like that. But yeah, like I said, if I walk too far away from there, there's there's my Wi-Fi there, and yeah, for some reason my phone doesn't work particularly well out here, and I lose this all. But yeah, anyway, like I said, today was I just want to say good day. I just realised it was nearly 12 o'clock, and I thought, okay, I'll stick the microphone on. Let's say hello. I didn't spend a lot of money going to Coron either, which was pretty good. Accommodation was 25. I'm going to call it $40 a night Australian. So I was there for 2 nights. That was all right. Fare was like $15 American, so $20 Australian. Train ride was $6 American, so call it $10 Australian. Motorbike rental was $12, which was way over the top, way too expensive, but it was nice and easy. The hotel organised it for us. The other way, you just don't know who you're renting off, and could give you a hard time, you know. At least these people know me. I've stayed there a few times now, so that was all right. Yeah, and beer's still $1 a glass or a can over there, so not expensive. Last night's meal, for instance, I thought about it. I'm going, wow, if you were anywhere else and there was that sort of setup where everything's on the table already, so they already had cans of soft drink and water bottles and stuff like that on your table, ready for you to take out, and then you pay as you go. Well, you can have. So when the beers finally arrived, we had 6 beers come at once, which. It's not odd here. It's not odd to get 6 beers at once and get a couple of cups of ice, basically, and pour your warm beer into ice and drink it that way. It's not the best. But, yeah, when the girl just puts her hand over and just grabs a bottle of water and starts drinking it, you know, if I was back home in Australia, we go, oh, how much is that? What are they going to charge me for that? $5 for a bottle of water or something like that? Yeah. No, it's still 50 cents. Was it 50 cents? Yeah, 50 cents. No, 25 cents. 25 cents American. 40 cents Australian for a 600ml bottle of water at your table. Can't complain. And I said, even we had a few beers there and this fancy looking, you know, barbecue plate thing with the seafood and the meats and stuff. I knew it wasn't going to cost $20 American, like $30 Australian. I just knew it wasn't going to cost even, and it wasn't. It was $15 with a tip, actually, American. So maybe $22 or something like that for the night out. And then we went drinking and playing pool, and I didn't even look at how many beers we have. I don't know. Must have been 10 or 12 cans, empty cans sitting on the table when we left last night. $10, $12. Just peanuts, too. It just really is. So I've given up worrying about stuff like that now. If I want to go out, I just go out. If I want to eat, I just eat. I used to worry about it. I used to count money all the time. Even my trip home last night in the tuk-tuk, $1.50. $1.50 American, $2.20 Australian or something like that. A fair way away. And yeah, it's a different lifestyle, hugely different lifestyle here. This thing keeps moving, so I'm going to keep looking at it occasionally. See who's. Oh, you watched that one as well, mate? Yeah, okay, good, good. Yeah. Like I said, just impromptu, sitting that. What's so up there, 7977. Yeah, you watched the one that we did on Co Wrong the other day. Brendan, g'day, mate. How you going? And you'd be sculling why they are coolies. Yes, mate, I do. And that's probably my problem sometimes. Probably why I get a little bit drunker than I probably should. Andrew G, my latest squeeze is from Kampot. Yes, mate, she is. Very, very pretty. Very, very hot. Like workout body. Actually wears mostly workout type pants, you know the ones with tight pants and a little top on and stuff. That's her. Still, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, kind of got warned away from it about her. I don't know. Hopefully she doesn't see this. Sorry, honey. Actually, I got introduced to her by the last girlfriend. Yeah, was not the fitness freak. It was not the healthy one, if you like. Yeah. But yeah, she introduced us. So it was silly. So yeah, we've been sort of only really dating the last couple of weeks, actually. And it's just been more going out, playing some pool and having some drinks and having a bit of fun. Don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know, mate. Don't you worry. She might come and have a chat one day. You never know. Speaks better English than the last one too, which helps. Must admit, I've got to admit, the English side of things. I can't speak. I can't pick it up. I pick up a few words here and there, and then I forget them. So, like I said, as long as you can say thank you in the language of the country you're in, or kuncharan, gets me a long way. Thank you very much. So, yeah, she's trying to teach me a few things. Goes over my head. I feel bad. I do feel bad sometimes. I go, I should really, really practice a lot more. But I mean, I've got the perfect opportunity here. I've got a school teacher who lives right next door to me, right there. And he likes having a beer with me occasionally. And I should get him to teach me a lot more. That's probably the hard bit, actually, drinking beers and learning another language. It's not going to work, is it? Yeah, so our friendly drop-in visitor from Australia, Herc, who came to Co Wrong with me, he's out doing his own thing at the moment. I think he just went to Nomad, actually. Going to have a look because his time's running out. He's got to go in the next week, I think. He's got about 7 days left or something. So he's trying to make up for lost time and do a few things. I've shown him what I can sort of show him here. Although I did say I'd come into Phnom Penh with him when he's got to go and have a quick run around one night there. A few places I know, a few places I've been to. But if he's already been, doesn't know. What else? Anyone got any questions for me about anything? I don't actually have anything written down or anything to think about, talk about, whatever. I am very hungover. Who said I was hungover? I hadn't thought about it. Still got the pasties. Here's the remnants from when I got home last night. We still had drinkies. That's right. Let me have a look here. See, this would have been the problem out on Co Wrong. I hadn't no glasses with me or anything, so I wouldn't be able to see anything. I could barely make the phone work, so bear with. Yes, mate, up there, I get you. Yeah, I won't repeat it. Everyone can read that. Yeah, mate, I hope it all works out for you. I hope obviously you're on this channel because of that video I put out, which still gets lots of views, by the way. It still keeps creeping up. People keep watching it and saying thank you and stuff. So that's good. Glad I'm helping people. I speak better when I'm pissed. You're probably right. More of a conversationist, aren't I? So that was why I was doing the chat videos at 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time. I normally had a couple of beers by then, and I thought it was good. But then someone said it was getting too late in the afternoon. It was making it like 7 o'clock Queensland time, 8 o'clock New South Wales, Victoria, or something. Don't know. Someone suggested Sunday lunchtime. I don't know. Am I able to save much, mate? That's a good question. Right? Yeah. Even though I have a good time, even though I probably spend way too much money than I need to, yeah, I can still save money. Still got a bit in the bank. I was trying to be smart, have some emergency money. I mean, I got emergency credit card. Okay, so if I need to get out here quickly, I can just chuck it on the card and get out. Right? But yeah, I'm trying to have some coin. We'll see where it goes with this new relationship. It's the only reason I'll probably move out of here. It's only one. It's just I got a queen size bed and stuff, but it's not really enough room for 2 people in this. You get cramped up really quickly, and I'd get smothered. So I got a feeling we will end up either living somewhere else in Kampot or maybe moving away. Like I said, I'd love to live on Korong. Just a little bit inconvenient, that's all. And I could work all those little inconveniences out if I actually lived there, I suppose. But don't know. She was talking last night about Siam Reap. I haven't been. People keep telling me I should go and have a look. It could be my favourite place on the planet. Who knows? But I started doing some research, having a look, like rental prices and things like that. They're pretty good. Andrew G, yes, mate. Avoid hangover, stay drunk. Hey, that's see, I've been doing that a long time, brother. I actually have a little thing at the moment. I've been trying to have a day off in between. So nothing wrong with having a few beers, but I can't just have a couple of beers. I've got to have quite a lot of beers. And even if I promise myself, I'm not a bastard. Usually I find someone to talk to. No matter where I go here, I seem to know people now. So sitting at home here, even like one of the neighbours here will walk past, or my landlord neighbour, see me sitting there having a beer and come and have a beer with me. So I end up gas bagging to somebody, and then it just continues on from there. It doesn't make it easy when I can just pick up the phone and get Food Panda to deliver me beer. Same price as walking up the street, and I don't have to walk far or ride the push bike very far, just up the street. There's 3 little convenience stores just up there, right beside the monastery. And they're all the same price. And I can buy 8 beers, 8 full strength beers. These ones, 5%. 8 of those cans for 20,000 real, which is $5 American, which is about $7.50 Australian. So $7.50 for an 8-pack. How's that? Full strength beer. Pretty good, yeah, so I try to, but this girl seems to like going out. Of course she does, she's not paying for anything. And seems to be able to drink beer for beer with me most of the time, which is pretty scary. For a little girl, she's not very big. Hey, it's not a girl either, by the way. She's a grown woman. She's 46 years old. So, yeah, I'm not mucking around with the kids. With the young 20-year-olds, I can't do that. That's no good for me anymore. Yeah, but she's only tiny. She's only like 4'9" or something like that, and really tiny body. And how do you keep up? I keep grabbing her can to shake it a little bit and going, Jesus Christ, girl, you can't quite keep up, but not too far away. Well, out of those 12 beers on the table, right, I think she had 5 or 6 maybe. No, she would have had 5, and I had the rest. Anyway. Ronnie, happy belated birthday. Thanks, mate. Sunday, 3 p.m. is a great time. Steve Lopez, g'day, mate. Is that 3 p.m. your time or my time, mate? You happy with this time? I don't know. Hey, listen up there. Send me a private message if you want to talk about this, mate. I've got a feel. Just go to Shori on Messenger. Shori on Messenger and send me a message there, brother, if you want to have a chat about this, because yeah, that's more of a personal thing, really, the DSP stuff. I don't like giving advice and stuff, a broad thing. Got a few people I know now that have just already been approved and done and thanked me and everything was good. So, yeah, if you're having problems with those people and stuff, just let me know. I'll see if I can help you out. Ronnie is curious what Shori did for a living before he started enjoying life in Southeast Asia. I was a chef, mate. Does my girlfriend work? Yes, she does, Steve. She used to do a lot of cooking. I think she's doing cleaning now. I think she's like a cleaning lady at a resort thing here. Andrew G just paid $68 for a carton. Wow. Just keeps going up, brother, at home. I couldn't afford to do it. I didn't drink much at home. I can be honest with you. I've been a drinker before when I was working and stuff, but not working the last few years. I couldn't afford to drink at home. But I can, yeah. You've got my email address? Yes, mate. It's Mr. Nobody Special 308 at Gmail. Yeah. Hook up there, brother, and I'll have a chat with you. You don't do Facebook, fair enough. Looks like everybody's caught up there. Nothing else I don't have to look at. I don't have that much else to tell you guys. If you haven't heard before, I had a visit from immigration recently. Immigration police turned up here, and I made a little video about it. And then when I talked about it with other people here, they advised me to take it down. They didn't think it was a good idea to be even talking about them, even though it didn't say anything bad or anything like that. And I was trying to make more of a joke about it, to be honest. Like, if these guys knock on your door, don't panic, kind of thing, because the heartbeat goes a little bit, and if you want to copy, you want to see, I didn't take it down. I made it unlisted, so you've got to be given the link to be able to see it. And if you want the link, just let me know. Just explaining really what happened when they arrived. Nothing scary. I can go to jail. Nothing. I didn't have to do that, but it was more interesting that everybody thought it was a bad idea that they could just come along and take me away, work out who I was, all that sort of stuff. Okay, fair enough. I didn't need to push anyone's buttons, but I still today don't think there's anything wrong with what I put out there. But like I said, it wasn't worth the drama. What else? I did actually make a few notes here the other day, but wasn't that interesting, if I'm honest. Hey, the weather. Really? Let's talk about the weather. We had a cold snap here for a fair bit of December and January. Like, well, you wake up in the morning, you have to put a shirt on and maybe even put a jumper on. Girls were going out at night time with big jackets on. I was like, Wow. So that I didn't expect. I don't remember a cold snap at all in Thailand, and I was living sort of halfway down the country, kind of in level with where I am now. Actually, if I looked on the map and drew a line across, I'd be kind of level with Wah Hin. Wouldn't be far off. Don't go bloody measuring it. But you know what I mean? Like I'm on that sort of same latitude. That's what I'm looking for. Longitude. Latitude. Same latitude. Longitude. Anyway, yeah, and I don't remember getting cold there. And I was right on the ocean there as well. So this is not on the ocean. This is on the river, but the ocean's not far away. And yeah, I was glad I didn't throw away. Well, not throw away, but I was glad I didn't leave behind my Broncos jumper. The mighty Broncos. And but I don't have any long pants, no jeans or anything. You know, so I haven't needed them. It wasn't that cold or anything like that. But if you were out at night, late at night somewhere, you might get the chills. Yeah, you might get a bit of a chilly feeling. Don't know why there's a baby crying. There's no babies live here. It's Sunday. They come for a visit apparently. Bring your screaming kid. It's bring your screaming kid to visit your relatives day. Yeah, so yeah, the weather. I expect heat. Had nothing but heat, really. You know, but not a drop of rain. Haven't really seen any rain months now. Getting back to that place, the barbecue place. It's all open air. There's no covers anywhere to be seen. So it's going to be a limited time. As soon as the rainy season comes, it'll be useless. It'll be, unless they got some plans on putting some big covers over or something, that's just not going to work. And it's on the other side of the bridge, which if you've seen my videos and stuff talking about Kampot, there's the proper side and then there's the dark side. I don't know what they're supposed to be called, but that's what I call it. You look over, it's just dark. So there's two bridges that go over there, an old bridge and a new bridge. And this new restaurant thing's just at the other side of the new bridge. Fairly easy to find. Fairly well lit up. Well, actually, when I got there, I thought it was some sort of carnival thing because it's got a little merry-go-round thing at the front for kids to play on and stuff. And I'm going, oh, what she brought me to. Anyway, she hadn't been there before, so it was a learning curve for both of us. However, I did say to her, your turn to book a place, your turn to suggest a place, and she was happy to do that. I said, choose somewhere quiet, please, honey. It's Valentine's Day, sit down, have a chat, nice dinner. Choose somewhere quiet, will you? Well, yeah, I don't think 70 or 80 tables of people with kids and everything like that is a quiet place to go. I had a much quieter place in mind. My place. Yeah, no. Yeah. Someone asked me there before what I did for a living. By the way, I don't cook for anyone. I haven't cooked for anyone for a long time. I don't cook for myself. And I'm certainly not cooking for any women that are here or any. Most of the time, I don't even tell them. They don't ask. They don't seem to care. No one seems to really care what you did for a living. I did have one guy come up to me once, when I was having a drink somewhere, and he goes, "Hey, Shorey, I hear you're a chef." And I went, He goes, "I'm opening a place over on the dark side. Would you be interested?" And I went, "Yeah, no, sorry." He goes, "You don't even want to hear what I got to say?" I went, "Nope, sorry. No interest. I can't." That's what got me in trouble in the first place. So, yeah, I can't go to work. So we'll do it. We'll keep it that way. But it is interesting. Yeah, I don't cook anymore at all. I've got no cooking facilities here. I got a toaster. I can make toast. Vegemite toast. But yeah, no cooking facilities. I don't want to do it. The Khmer food when someone's cooking for me around, like either here or somewhere else. I don't know. I take my chances sometimes. Someone else has said hello. I better go and say good day. Ronnie reckons I should help teach at the school on Korong. Yeah, no thanks, mate. Not really. Definitely not my scene, brother. Not my scene at all. Johnny Siam, g'day, mate. How are you? You're always in Thailand, aren't you? This says greetings from Thailand. Have you just moved to Thailand? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you're Thailand based. Anyway, g'day. G'day, g'day. Yeah. Anyway, so Herc, that you met on the last video, and we've done 2 live things together there. He's not the first subscriber I've met here. I've had a tap on the shoulder. G'day, Shori. Didn't know who it was, but introduced themselves and, hey, I remember you. Hello. And another guy, John's his name. I sat and had a few beers with him at 2 Moons a few times. He's the one that said to me, are you still doing your vlogging? I went, yeah. He goes, oh, I'm one of your subscribers. I'm going, oh, good. I don't know what name he uses for YouTube, but anyway, g'day, John. He was the one that suggested I go to Mate's place, which I have been. It's been my little drop in and go and have a beer kind of a place now. Owned by an Aussie, Ian's his name, from Melbourne, and he's kind of made a sports bar. Well, he hasn't kind of, he has. He's made a sport, got a few TVs around the place. So go upstairs and play pool, all sort of stuff. I haven't taken the new girl there yet because it is very expatty. Is that a word? That's not a word. I'm making it up. There's a lot of expats there. So without being rude or anything like that, putting the two together is just not a good idea sometimes. You're better off either hanging out with expats or hanging out with Khmer. The two don't seem to mix very well. Not in my experience anyway, just what I've been doing. I'm going to see for a second. Come with me. I'm pretty sure this is open. So this is where, if you remember, if you have been on this channel before, there was a guy, older Aussie guy, who fell off his motorbike and lost 3 toes. Bit of a drama. It is open. So this is what you get for $100 a month, American. Yeah? So just think about that for a second. So you get a table, there's a couple of chairs available for there. You got your own power meter, which, by the way, I've only spent about $20 a month. You get a queen size bed. You get this one's got a fridge. It'll go back over here. So you get a little sink area, little kitchen area. This one's got air conditioning. This one really stinks badly of tobacco. Hot water system. The shower, yeah, your basin, your toilet. That's kind of it. Usually comes with some sort of Manchester. And this has got 1 fan up here. Mine's got 2 because it doesn't have AC. I don't particularly want AC. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have this room. I could swap rooms right next door. And there's no one on this side. So it's on a corner. It's not too bad. But yeah, even with air conditioning, it's still only $100 a month. And he said his biggest bill he got was $35 for a month for running the aircon fairly constantly. When he's bedridden, basically, with his toes smashed off. I mean, he's also had cancer taken off his whole ear. They took off him. Yeah. Here, no medical insurance. He's 77 years old. He lives on a pension, just like me, kind of, I guess. And he was having a bad time. But he's moved out. He found another place, that's all. Not going back home or anything like that. And yeah, the lady down the end here's made got her own little gardening area thing, a bit more privacy. This man is a school teacher as well. The most common motorbike in Cambodia. The Honda Dream 125 semi-automatic. About $2,000 retail. And yet in Thailand it's only $1,000. So it's double the price here. Weird, huh? Peter Barron, hi mate, g'day mate, how are you? Johnny Siam, oh, this is a holiday trip. So you're going to Vietnam then? You're in Vietnam, yeah? And so you're going back to Thailand, eh? Okay, good on you. Steve Lopez, $100 US is a fantastic. It is. I looked around. I said, there's not much cheaper. There's a couple of places just around the corner here that I saw for $60 or $80, and you get what you pay for. I think it's just a little bit nicer. I think it's also nice that the owners live here, so less chance of rowdiness, I guess. They're going to put a stop to any dramas or anything like that here straight away. And it's also handy for what am I trying to say? Deciphering things as well. Like I can go and ask him a question, and he speaks, good enough English that he can understand it and either translate for me, or he can, like I got a letter from the from the doctor. But I had the typhoid and had the blood test done. Well, the first leak they came in French, which was useless to me. Then I said, "Can you translate it?" And they translated it into Khmer for me. Thank you. Still no good. So I got to get him to read it for me. Tell me what I had to do. Very handy to have. Yeah. You don't have to know anyone else to get that done then. Yeah, it is handy. It is handy. Yeah. And they're nice people to boot. They got a little rule here about no domestic animals, no pets here, no cats, dogs, whatever. Old mate next door that just moved out, he decided he was going to just break that rule and brought a puppy in, thinking that no one will notice. And of course he did, and he told him. And this guy got really upset about it. Well, hang on a second. You moved in here knowing you can't have one. It was a stray. It was just a stray puppy he found. Had mange and all sorts of shit. Anyway, so he was causing a few problems anyway, so I'm quite glad he's gone. He's a guy I didn't speak to for months because he was at 2 Millions and I was videoing a sing-along that was happening, Sweet Caroline thing, and his face just happened to be in the video. He got really upset about it. It was on YouTube. All right. Not to the point of, okay, well, fair enough, we'll be fine. No. He wanted to fucking make a big argument about it and wanted to stand over me and all that sort of shit. And then we didn't speak for 3 months. Kept riding past him, not looking at me, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Noticed as soon as he was hurt, but we become, I'm his best mate again, and can you give me a hand with this tape around my toes, and can you help me make my bed and stuff? Oh, then he did a dog act. When I helped him make the bed once, I lifted it up and go, how did you get a really good mattress? Because my mattress in here is fucked. Right? It's one of those memory foam ones. And I mean, I'm no lightweight. So I sink into the bed overnight and it takes all day for it to come back up again. And then it's still soft. So I've got to sleep on the other side of the bed the next night. And then so when you've got a partner in bed with you, it's very difficult. And I said, how'd you get it? He goes, I bought it. I went, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, I won't be taking it with me, but the new place has got a brand new bed in it. He goes, do you want it? I said, that'd be great. He goes, yeah, no worries. When I move out, we can just swap his mattress from my mattress that's in here now, and none the wise, no problems. Huh? And I said to him last week, I said, when are you out of here, mate? And he said the date. I'm going, okay. I said, I'll be on Co Wrong then. But I'll be back on that day. When's a good time to swap the mattress over? He went, huh? I said, yes, did I promise you the mattress? I went, yeah. He goes, oh, I've already told old mate across here, the teacher, that he could have it. I said, him or me? I go, all right. Leave it with me. He said, all right. I said, just telling you, forgot. And he comes back with a deal for me. He goes, oh, I hear they're $130 to buy new. Here we go. I'm not buying nothing. So anyway, needless to say, I didn't get a new mattress. And it would have stunk of bloody cigarette smoke anyway. The whole room does. Oh, bad. And that's the first thing someone will notice when they go to look at this unit. But they don't stop you. You can smoke if you want. There's no rule saying no smoking inside. And I know old mate that got the mattress, he smokes, so it's not going to bother him. Yeah, it might have bothered me. They've had this going for 7 years now. So there are 6, well, is that technically only 5 that have been rented out here. So $500 a month he picks up for the family just by having a room here. And you're paying, like I said, you're paying for your own electricity, and he charges you $6 a month for water. Not water you can drink, water you can shower in, wash dishes in. The water you can drink's only $1 American for a whole, those big blue water things delivered. Can't beat that. And yeah, normally my electricity bill's around $20 a month, and that's just running 2 fans. I've got no TV here or anything like that. Got a couple of lights I use. Laptop. That's about it. That's about all I run. I did buy this little jobby. You can probably hear it in the background sometimes. It's just a little desktop fan. It's rechargeable, so even if the power goes out or I don't use it, I can still use it. And it just throws enough air over me here. I sit here a lot. Just to keep me a little bit cooler, a little bit more comfortable. $10 I think it cost me. Most things are $10. Kettle was $10. No, it was only $7. The toaster was $10. This was $10. Cheap. Throwaway jobs. I bought a lot of stuff in Thailand before I left. Not long before we left Thailand, we had invested in new lounge, new bed, new TV on the wall. What else did we buy? Desk, chair, lounge suite. All this stuff that was just literally only a couple of months old, 2 months old, and bang, got to sell it. You get fuck all for it. And jump on a plane and come to Cambodia. My bad. I'm not blaming anybody else. I decided to make the move, and I decided to do it. But geez, it costs some money, eh? Oddly enough, it's only been recently that I paid the card off that I used it with. So I've been here for 7 months now. So yeah, it took a while. That card is back to where it should be, so I can jump on a plane and fuck off somewhere if I want to. Thought about going back to Thailand. Still in the pipeline. Thought about going to Vietnam. I got to the border the other day. Me and Herc went for a drive. Got to the border. Photo. Vietnamese border. It's just literally 40 minutes away, I'd say, by car. Look, I even looked at the Philippines again. Dumaguete. Anyone know about Dumaguete? Dumaguete? Anyone know about Dumaguete? I haven't been there. I know where it is now, at least on the map. I spent most of my time in Cebu, on Cebu Island, in amongst the other Cebu places. Mole down the bottom. Kamote's Islands, things like that. Chocolate Hills, places like Bohol. Yeah. None of that kind of thing. And Dumaguete just seems to come up in the when I search as a place to perhaps live. Don't know much about it, but I still think this is the cheapest place, Cambodia. Pretty hard to beat, but I don't know. Tell me what you reckon. Leave a comment below. I'll have another look here, and that might do us. Eh? What do you reckon? How long have we been going for? Doesn't say. Can't tell. Yeah, Johnny Siam, you're correct, mate. What more would you need? Swimming pool. I'll tell you what, I miss having a swimming pool, huh? I reckon I did more exercise in the swimming pool, which equates to not so much of this fat. The beer belly's a beer belly. Just stop drinking beer and it goes away. Happened to me in Thailand. I arrived in Cambodia reasonably fit for my age and my what I think I should be at. So I felt pretty close then. But then getting here, too much Western food, way too much beer, and a bit of laziness creeps in here. I did like a couple of places I lived at now had pools on the rooftop, or and you could just go and swim. It's good. David Carr said, "Hi, g'day, mate. How are you? Paul Orchard, Thailand expensive now. The cheap days are over." Yeah, I mean, depends on where you go and what you do. I found Hua Hin really inexpensive, and I don't know what would have changed. Again, I wasn't really drinking that much there, so I mean, paying 40 baht or 60 baht for a beer probably adds up now. I don't know if they've gone up from that, but you know, my rental was about $250 a month there, Aussie, and I'm paying 160 here. You know what I mean? And I had a high rise with a pool and everything. So I think, I mean, if I lived back in Phnom Penh, which I don't want to, I can't breathe there. Then I could get a place for about $250 a month with a pool. Well, that's what I was paying. And that was only 6 months ago, so I can't see it being any different. Although I keep seeing that same building being advertised, and they want $380 a month for the same place I had. Might have been a bigger room or something like that. I don't know. It was just a studio, a bit like this, I guess. But like I said, pool on the roof. Kind of useless, but it was always windy up there. Windy and cold. Anyway, I still learn. Jim Maggetti's full of YouTuber Americans, is it? Okay. Ronnie's looking for a place in Southeast Asia, but he's not at retirement age yet. You'd have to work first. Yeah, getting any money over here, mate's pretty difficult. I mean, you get a job. There's no dramas getting a job. You just don't get paid much. $300 a month, American. That's about the going rate. Just about anything. And like Kamai will work for $200 a month. I know people work for nothing. They work for absolutely nothing on the island, but they get fed. They get a roof over their head, and you collect tips if you're working in a bar or something like that. That's about it. But that's just the lifestyle they're doing it for. They're going, okay, we can live here without spending your savings, I suppose. And so you're getting fed. You got a roof over your head. Usually comes with, it depends on where you work, but it comes with a few beers usually, all that sort of stuff. And I know a few people that do it over there already. G'day guys, how you going? Yeah, they already do that just so they can live there. You wouldn't get me doing it. But it would be a way to save money, I guess. But yeah, well, I know someone that's on the street that's working 7 days a week, maybe a day off a month, working about 12 hours a day, and they're on $300 a month take home, American, $450 a month. Starting to work it out now. Yeah. But over $100 a week, Australian maybe. Yeah. And it's not a shit job either. Manager, yeah, management position he's in. I haven't asked my school teacher friend here, but I think he's on about the same. I think he's on about $300 a month. So having this place subsidises that. His wife works as well, and I think she's on the same money. I think she's on about 300, and she works a lot of hours anyway. At a service station, actual service station. You pull up and she puts the fuel in for you. True. Yeah, it's not a lot of money to be made here, but doesn't cost much. The school teacher that lives at the back here, the lady, I heard her say she was getting $200 a month for teaching English, but she only works in the afternoon. She only works like 3 or 4 hours a day, but it's 6 days a week because they do Saturdays here and they have Sundays off. Hello. Check it out. Check it out. Say hello. Hello. Bye bye. They cut the screaming out. So this is not some fancy clam biodegradable sugarcane one. Full on styrofoam. Almost every meal I get comes in this, and it goes into the bin over there. It took me a while to figure this bit out. Then Grandma, who's here, she pulls it out and has a fire going down the back there, usually going all the time, and she just keeps putting it on. And the plastic bag that came in. Nothing I can do about it. It's just what they do. They recycle cans and bottles. And someone actually comes around and collects them and pays him for it. Gives him actual cash for the screen. Yeah, that's one of those things I don't like. But it's just, there's only one place I know of in town that uses anything that's biodegradable, and that's a vegan restaurant that I get a banh mi from. Really good too, real good banh mi. But it's all vegan, and the packaging's all either paper or sugarcane made. The straws, I got a straw. It was in a paper cup with a smoothie in there once, and the straw felt like shell, like beach shell, thin beach shell. And it's not. It's something that they've made, but it's not. It's completely biodegradable, food based, food grade, whatever it is. Very rare to find. Anyway, usually it's bloody styrofoam boxes. As we know in Australia, we sort of banned them a long time ago. It wasn't that long ago. I remember using them when I was cooking. So. But yeah, at least you get a proper straw here, proper decent. I was in Australia. I think I got a Wendy's or something, a smooth, and they had to give you 2 straws because they knew the first one, the paper was just going to melt away, and you'd have to start another straw. However, Australia has beautiful beaches that aren't really covered in rubbish, are they? Unlike here. Yeah, Jimageti is great. Lots of great Aussie mates over there. Righto. Yeah, it seems like it's a very expat-y sort of a place. There's lots of expats there, so don't know. Might. We'll see. Cambodia and Vietnam seem to be the places to be. Steve Lopez, yes, mate. I think so. Pinot Land will lock you up at a drop of a hat for pesos. Yeah, true. It is a bit more dangerous. I haven't felt danger here, really, except for that instance where the police turned up. I didn't know they were immigration cops. I had no idea who they were. So that made me a bit nervous. And when people started telling me I really should take that video down, I took their advice. I don't want any trouble. I only been in trouble once, really, and it was because I was riding my push bike along the footpath on the riverside. There's no signs there saying you can't, and so I just pedalled along, and I don't know, some tourist cop or parking cop or wherever he was. It doesn't seem like a real cop. Blew his whistle and called me over. Take your bike off there. One warning or something, he said. I don't know what that means. I just don't do it again. I'm not going to cause any problems. I just didn't feel like it was causing any problems. That was all. I thought there's no one on there. I can just ride along. And if there's a crowd of people, I just get up the push bike. But I am a lot more confident riding the push bike around here now, I must admit. It's the traffic's nowhere near as bad as anywhere else I've been. I get around from A to B pretty quickly, pretty easily. Good exercise. It should be. Ronnie says teaching's his gig. Yeah, mate. Teaching English here, there's jobs, definitely jobs. Like I said, my ex, the Filipino, who I came to Cambodia with from Thailand, very confusing there, wasn't it? But anyway, she's a school teacher, English teacher. Mostly kindergarten, though, she's done, or first grade. And she couldn't get a job here straight away. So I decided to go to Vietnam. She got a job in Vietnam really quickly, easily, as a school teacher. And it supplied accommodation and food and everything for her. And the money was average. Like, I don't know how much, can't tell you how much, but she said it was not as good. And then I did get the message from her that she's got a job in Phnom Penh now, paying her about $500 or $600 a month, I think she said. She tells a lot of stories, though, so God knows whether that's true or not. So, I mean, if you get that sort of money, you probably survive okay here. You know what I mean? Don't forget, you're still got to pay your visa every 6 months or 12 months, depending on how you do it, unless the school provides it. And that was the problem with the Vietnamese schools. They weren't paying for visas. So you had to do a visa run every 2 months, in and out, in and out, in and out, and actually physically leave the country. Made it difficult for her. Teaching jobs. Yeah, I don't know. Not my thing. Mike, the guy that's teaching English on Koh Rong, was a volunteer. He's not being paid. So, I don't know. Cluckles, how's it going, mate? Love the content. Been watching a few months. We're in Cambodia, visiting Phnom Penh soon with the small family. I'm down in Kampot, mate. Haven't left. I'm still in Kampot. Been here for 5 months now. I did a month in Phnom Penh. Didn't like it. I did a month on Koh Rong Island down south. Loved it, but difficult for accommodation and stuff. And I've come to Kampot now. I've been here for 5 months. Love it. I don't know. I got no complaints. Nothing bad to say about the place, really. Could be cleaner. It's Cambodia. Mate, enjoy your time in Phnom Penh, but I like visiting there, and I'm going to do a bit more, actually, a bit more visiting if I stay here. But I just said in the beginning of the chat show, there's a slight chance of me going to Siem Reap to move to in the next couple of months, maybe. I don't know. It comes down to the new girlfriend. Don't know. We'll see. Steve Lopez, what are you, PNP? Philippines are doing the same. If you live in the provinces, best go and live in the city of Angeles. Angeles. Hadn't thought about it. Hadn't crossed my mind. Never been there. Know about it. It's always just going to be the city of sin. That was all. A bit like Patio. Patio in Thailand. Sin City. I love it. Oh, the Patio was great. I could live there, no problem with that. It's just a bit too wild, that's all. Doesn't get. One girl I was with over there said it just doesn't sleep. The Patio, it just doesn't close, doesn't sleep. It's always going. Probably right. By the way, that noise you hear, that's just the new girlfriend sending me messages. Yeah, not going to stop either because I'm not answering her. No reason other than I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. I think, guys, I don't think I have anything else to add to this. But I thank you all for your birthday wishes and saying good day. Thank you. I will endeavour to do something a little bit more interesting next Sunday. What do you reckon? Let's do Sundays, 12 o'clock. I'll find somewhere else to be and I'll see if I can get some. It's getting Wi-Fi. That's the only problem I have. Like my actual internet connection was smart, my SIM card and like that. It's very limited, very limited on where I can go. I can get text messages and stuff like WhatsApp and things like that, but actual running a video or downloading it, uploading, doing any of that just seems really difficult unless I've got the Wi-Fi here. Now I get good Wi-Fi at Two Moons, which is why I'm able to do videos from there. Mate's place, I noticed they've got a Wi-Fi set up there that you can use, and they've got an upstairs thing I can go and do from up there. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to say cheerio, see you later. Eh? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the messages. My mate Steve in Australia, Steve Fogo, you'll see him on there. He said to me the other day, Roger that, 10-4 Robert Dildo. Haven't got it out of my head yet. Thought it was funny. And there was a waitress, I'm going to use that term loosely, a waitress on Koh Rong who said, you must respect the sandwich. Herc and I still going, I don't know what that means. He was trying to order a sandwich. You must respect the sandwich. Bow down to the sandwich. I don't know. You ever had a Reuben? Before I go, you had a Reuben sandwich. Reuben. Yeah, Reuben. Kept seeing it come up on a restaurant that I use a lot. The Hideout's called. Give them a shout out. You know. I used to get delivery from them quite often, and they had a sandwich there called the Reuben, and I didn't think anything of it. I've heard this in the movies, maybe, American movies, and it turns out it's thin slices of corned beef with a sauerkraut and a mustard in there. Very, very nice. It was $4 American delivered to my door, so $6 Australian, decent sized baguette, proper French baguette. Doesn't help this, does it? There's too much bread here. I eat too much bread. Look at amazing croissants here. Yeah. Patio is now called Bombay. Yeah, I've seen the vids, mate. I've seen the vids. Kevin Baldwin, happy birthday, bud. Take care. Until we meet again. Thanks, brother. Gaz, mate, if the new girlfriend is hounding you like that already, time to get out. Nah, mate, that's what the Asians do. Hey, they hang on for grim death. That's nothing unusual at all. Hey. She's sending me messages in her break. I can send her messages all day and she wouldn't answer because she's working. She's cleaning resort rooms and stuff, making beds, doing that sort of shit. Hard work. Hey, hard work. Anyway, I'm going. See you guys. Yeah, like I said, next Sunday, eh? But I'm just putting together now a couple of videos that I've been trying to put together and just trying to edit. And I prefer the live things. I don't have to do any editing at all. I don't have to put, well, I can. Well, I don't have to, but I can put up a thumbnail and a description and things like that. That's not too hard. But actually joining bits of stuff together and everything takes some time and effort, and I'm not very good at it. So I will try to advertise next Sunday again and try and get the correct stream. I have trouble doing it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong sometimes, but I seem to go live and it says do it later. So I set it up for that. I just assumed it would come on by itself, but it doesn't. I got to actually push something and I can't figure out how to do that, except for the other day I worked it out. I still don't remember how I did it. Anyway, I am the reject. See you guys. Take care.